Yeah, so, okay. Due to the laws in Canada, do you consent if I record your voice?
I consent.
All right then. So let's hope this works. So what can as I said in the previous conversation that wasn't recorded, I'm
Yeah.
Matt. I'm one of the members that works with the Fine Young Capitalists. You had some questions, and we'll talk to
Yes.
anybody.
Now, my first question is to catch people up if they haven't really, read anything or saw anything. What is the Fine Young Capitalist?
Okay, so it's easier to explain if you understand how like Canada's funding systems work, okay?
Yeah.
So in Canada, a lot of productions receive considerable help from the government. And the whole
Yeah.
reason is they want to actually help new artists. But one of the issues is that you need so much to have them trust that you can do the production that it limits new artists.
Yeah.
And it especially limits people who are visible minorities. That, like, when you have to go through so many approval boards, it's not that anyone is particularly racist. It's just that, like,
It becomes.
the
Yeah.
whole society just it sort of grinds away at it.
Yeah.
A good example is Ruben Nadia did a film that used Adam McGowan's wife. For people that aren't from Canada, these are actually important people,
Yeah.
and they pushed on a white writer that, and it was a Muslim story, and it became silly. Like this was an incident that
Yeah.
happened, and they pushed them off. So we just really wanted to access these groups that didn't have the ability to do it, and say, just propose your idea. We'll get you concept artists to present it well. We'll present it to the internet. We'll give them like a bunch of them. You choose the best one, internet. We'll make this for you, and then we'll give all the profits to charity. And the whole reason was supposedly to change the perception of the minority group. So in this case, it was women making video games. People were like, why should women make video games? And we wanted the answer to be because the games are awesome.
Oh yeah. And I actually did take a look at some of the games, and some of them were actually pretty interesting. I voted on. I think it was the. I forgot which one it was. I'm kind of zoning out a little bit. Sorry.
They're pretty diverse. Like that's
Oh yeah.
actually there. And that wasn't on purpose. That was okay. There's a couple other things that I want to mention. The first of
Oh
all
yeah.
is we said that like we limited the budget of the game.
Yeah.
So it's like one guy, and he was a guy, was like, I want to do Grand Theft Auto, but with better graphics. And we were like, on the bottom of the pile.
Yeah,
Okay.
you don't have $500 million for that.
Yeah. And it's really just a small game, and like, and a game that you would spend $5 for.
Yeah.
Okay, and sorry. This is the other thing about why we have such a foolish name. Um, we did talk to a lot of women's groups, and all of the groups were about educating women on how to make games, or like
Yeah.
basically forming a social group. There is very few groups that would actually handle the business aspect. That would be
Yeah.
like, we're going to give you money and this will be your job. And one of the things that happens in the industry is that women will often enter the industry and have tons of ideas, and then very
And yeah.
quickly they'll like be moved to like managerial roles where they'll just be communicating between departments. And we
Yeah.
think that's bad because it stops awesome games from being made. Also,
Oh
it's
yeah.
oppressing to women, but both of these topics are there.
Yeah.
So why we did it as the capitalist thing is that if you're not buying the game, you're getting a free copy of the game, but you're backing it and you're getting profit participation. So if the
Yeah.
game succeeds, then you can say which you can donate your money to a charity in your name, and so you can donate money to a charity, and it'll your profits to that charity. So it also acts as a fundraiser. And
Yeah.
I've explained this, that there are a lot of causes that are really important that just don't have something like sexy attached to them. And
Yeah. I mean, well, a recent example probably the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge, actually, which
yeah,
last year I think they got 1 million. Now they've gotten around 50, I believe.
yeah, and it's no, and it worked really well for them. And we were
Yeah.
just like, if you support, again, it's if you here, you get a game, you get to see the process of a game, you get to support women.